Alright, so we're going to take a look at this American Redact video titled The Internet Broke Akash Singh. And we kind of have to, man, because every comedy commentary channel has covered something to do with Akash in the past couple months. So, let's see what else we got here.
First week this is happening, she goes, you know what, baby? God knows what's true. We know what's true.
That's right.
What else matters? Who cares what anybody thinks? And I was like, I care. What are you talking about? There's a side of me that's like, maybe it's a short guy thing, but I really identify with like Kendrick Lamar, where it's like, if we want beef, I'll destroy everything. I'll burn everything down. There's a little part of me that's pre-therapy that's like, I don't care about the money. I don't care about.
Oh wow, so he's like a Fight Club guy. He's like one of those agents of chaos. That's who Akash thinks he is now. Why is that? Because he got a taste, didn't he? He found out that it isn't all sweet out here when you're riding the coattails of somebody who's not even that talented. Doesn't even have a talent really at all. It's kind of embarrassing, but yet here we are. And then your girlfriend comes out and her wife comes out and exposes you even more. It's tough, man. It's a tough look. It's hard to come back from. Most people don't. I mean, you think Myron Gaines is just going to stop mentioning it? I doubt it.
Care about whatever. You came at my wife. Let's just burn it all down.
Alright, so it's been around 5 months since we all sat back and witnessed the brutal humiliation ritual of Akash Singh, which of course happened after his wife essentially tarnished his reputation in a lousy attempt to become an influencer, which got so embarrassing for Akash that he eventually had to step away from the Flagrant podcast, as he hasn't done an episode since last Christmas, which he of course blames.
Yeah, now how do you like that? As somebody who probably wants you to believe that he's unaffected, he hasn't been around for quite some time, right? Hasn't been doing the thing that actually makes him money. Because doing stand-up doesn't make Akash money. What are we talking about? And look at this guy. He thinks he's so good at stand-up already that he gets to sit down. What kind of bullshit is that? Only the best comedians get to sit down when they're on stage. And here's this fucking, 5'4" guy sitting down on stage. Ugh. It's a bad look for New York comedians. This guy's on your team?
Blames on his current comedy tour, but we all know it's because his wife exposed him for being a human doormat and her personal ATM.
How do you and your husband split finances?
We don't. This is not a two-way street. This is a one-way street. His money is our money, and my money is my money.
For those of you who are new here, hi, my name is Jasleen. I'm a stay-at-home wife, but I don't cook or clean because
Hi, my name is Jasleen, and I really spend too much time on my eyebrows. I also feel like if you're in a happy, committed relationship, you don't have to go out of your way to try to attract other men. And that's sort of what she's doing, and sort of what she's done. Saying the things that she said, you're inviting in this special group of young men to watch your content. Hey, she's popping that pussy, right, guys? That's a wife.
because I don't feel like it, and my husband is a full-time stand-up comedian, and he buys me lots of nice things.
So she basically made Akash's whole fan base boot him off the internet. And based on this recent interview, it honestly seems like he's still having a super rough time with it all. Because if you guys don't remember, the craziest thing his wife did last year was when she constantly fantasized about other men on her podcast and bragged about all the fun she had in the frat houses back in college.
Yikes.
Which in and of itself was completely humiliating for Akash, as he was under the impression that she was a virgin when they first met.
My wife also hadn't had any sexual partners, so that helped us connect a lot more.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you believe her?
I was popping my pussy and living my best life in these white boy frat houses.
You know, it's so weird how shiny her eyebrows are in those videos that she takes for TikTok. And then here's this. I mean, what happened? You didn't dip your head in some fucking vegetable oil before this? Just the other video, not this one? And it's so funny how these New York people think that they're doing so well because they live in an apartment without, like, roommates. Cool, man. You just paying for stuff that's never going to be your own? That's fun. Either way, I find it to be this, like, this gross tactic, whether she's doing this for her own clout or they've planned to do this themselves for clout, it's all for clout in the end, right? That's what we know. She probably has skewed this to benefit her in some way. More people are watching and listening and what have you because she said the things she said. But you can't tell me that this hasn't affected Akash. I mean, the man looks like he's aged fucking 6 years since the last time he was in public, okay? And the fact that his own podcast, where he was allegedly the co-host, ditched him? Somebody's feeling some type of way, man.
And I had a roster of guys that I would rotate through. So it's like,
So after that story spread like wildfire across social media, it quickly became the only thing he was known for. Like nowadays, more people recognize Akash for being a simp rather than a stand-up comedian. He's essentially the podcast Will Smith. I mean, even to this very day, the comment section under each and every flagrant episode is absolutely flooded with people clowning on Akash and his marriage, even though he hasn't done an episode for over 4 months now. So this really didn't disappear like he thought it would. And it absolutely altered the man's image for the very worse.
I'm a hustler who scams a little bit. I'm not a scammer who hustles.
I'm not gonna lie, that was sexy, and that's why I'm actively trying to have an orgy.
I mean, again, right in front of her husband, though. And also a woman that claims to be a virgin before meeting her husband, acting like that seems a bit suspicious. You seem like you throw it at dudes. And typically a virgin doesn't throw it at dudes. It's just so gross, man. I mean, to be a fan of any of these people, to be a fan of anybody in general is fucking stupid. But you tend to find out as you get older that most of these people ain't got a motherfucking, you know, a horse in the game for anybody to be a fan of and be like, I idolize that person, I want to be like them. Yeah, because then when you start to be like them, you eventually find out that they're fucking scumbags. It's sad. So fucking be a fan of yourself, dude. Not these weirdos on the internet, not these weirdos in movies and music and shit. Be a fan of yourself. You have a lot more to gain from that than being a fan of these dipshits. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Go check out American Redact, and we'll see ya.